As you can probably tell from the title of this video, I just quit my job. After 5 years of working as a sales manager in a big corporation here in Copenhagen, I chose to walk away. And it was one of the most difficult decisions that I have ever had to make in my life. And to be honest, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. But one thing that I do know for sure is that I will regret it for the rest of my life if I don't take this chance right now, and if I don't bet on myself, and if I don't take myself out of a situation that I know is not the right one for me. And so today in this video, I will try to explain why I decided to quit my well-paying, secure and stable job. I will talk about the things I have learned from working in a big organization for the last 5 years. And I will also talk about what I plan on doing with my life from this point going forward. And it just happened this week, and it's a bit difficult to put into words how I actually feel right now. I would say that one feeling is relief and excitement and happiness and joy, because I'm really excited about the future going forward. But another feeling is also, I would say, a feeling of uncertainty. I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm okay with that. And let us. I didn't plan this video out. As you can tell, I'm just going to speak off the cuff and try to give you my honest experience of how I'm feeling in this situation right now. But let us go back to the beginning, 5 years ago, when I landed this job as a sales manager at a big corporation in Copenhagen. I remember when I got the job, I was very happy and I was very excited, and I felt like the whole package was just amazing. I had flexible work hours. I had a stable and secure paycheck coming in every month. My salary was competitive. I could work from home 2 days per week, and I got to attend a lot of interesting and fun events. I got to meet a lot of cool people, and I was just, really excited about this opportunity. Working in a big corporation, learning everything there is to learn about sales, being surrounded by other people who have more experience than me. And but in the beginning, everything was actually really great. In the first, I would say, 2.5, 3 years, I was really happy and really excited about the work that I did. But then I would say 18 months ago or something like that, I just started to feel like something was off, and I felt like I wasn't being challenged by the work that I did any longer. It was more just, automatic and robotic, and I just felt like I was misaligned, and it just got worse and worse and heavier with every month that went by. And I noticed that my energy got completely drained when I was at work, but also when I got off from work in the weekends or the afternoons. I was just so tired. I had no energy. I felt less happy, and I felt like I was starting to lose interest in the things that I usually enjoyed doing outside of work. Those things did not excite me as much as they used to do. And I just felt like I was drifting further and further away from the person that I used to be. And of course, I tried to fix that. I tried to do something about this situation. And one of the first things that I did is that I tried to, work harder, because I thought that if I produced better results, that would make the work more fulfilling, and that would make me more happy, and that would maybe eventually lead to me getting a promotion or new exciting opportunities. But I quickly learned that working harder and producing better results doesn't get you anywhere in a traditional 9 to 5. What happened to me is that the better sales results I produced, the higher my targets would become. So I was making it more difficult for myself getting the yearly bonus when I produced good results. So you can say, in a way, I was punished for being an overachiever and working hard and producing really good sales results, which is crazy when you think about it. I also tried to do the opposite. I thought maybe I was stressed and overwhelmed because I was working too hard. So I also tried to work less hard and tried to, just reach my targets and nothing more than that. But that actually made it even worse, because I would say that I'm a very ambitious person and I like to work hard and dedicate myself to the things that I'm doing. So when I wasn't doing my best and living up to my full potential, I just felt really bad about it, and I just felt like it was a waste of my potential, and I also felt like it was a dishonest thing to do. So that also didn't fix the situation. And this is the point where I realized and understood the whole sad truth about the corporate world. I feel like this is the moment where I woke up from the matrix, or what it is that you say these days. I learned that in most 9-to-5 jobs in the corporate world, you are not being rewarded when you work hard and do a great job. You are actually being punished for that with more work or higher targets. And also, if you produce really good results, the department or the team that you are part of, they will become very dependent on you and your results, which means that you will never get a promotion. And the people who get promoted in the corporate world are those people who understand how to play all the political games of office politics. And I don't know what to say. That is just something that does not interest me at all. I don't want to be spending my time laughing at jokes that I don't like, fake smiles, people pleasing and stuff like that. It's just not something that interests me at all. I want to produce good sales results. I want to work hard on what actually creates value. I don't want to spend my time navigating bureaucracy and office politics, basically. And another really sad thing that I learned is that most big companies, they don't care about you as a person or as a human being. We are all replaceable. I am replaceable. You are replaceable. Everyone around you in the office are replaceable. And I would say that if you stay long enough in a big corporation, you will see this with your own eyes. And from my experience, it's not a pretty sight. It is very, I don't know what to say. It's very difficult to observe how replaceable other people actually are when it comes to a big corporation. There is this thing that you say that if you die, the company will most likely make a job post of your position within maybe 2 or 3 days. And that is just the sad truth of being, what is it called? A cog in the machine. Is that what you say? Being just a number in a big organization. You're not really a human. You're just more like an asset that you can use to produce as much profit as possible for the owner of the company. And then last but not least, I also discovered that if you put human beings inside an office building and you have them sit there staring at screens all day for the majority of their lives, they will become very unhappy, unhealthy, and just miserable in the long run. I could feel the effects of this on my own body and my own mental health. I mean, I have been grinding my teeth. I have been having a lot of symptoms of stress. I have felt less energetic, less happy, less excited about the things that used to excite me. And I just felt like I was losing myself and I was not being the person that I wanted to be. And it was almost impossible for me to be that person because most of my life I was sitting inside an office building, staring at screens, surrounded by people that I didn't choose to be surrounded with myself. And I don't know what to say. It felt like a very unsustainable and unhealthy lifestyle. And it's not only the fact that you have to sit in the office building, you also have to commute to the office building, and you also have to decompress and unwind from being in that environment all day. So most of your evenings are just wasted trying to recover, and most of your weekends you're just trying to catch up so that you are ready to do the same thing over again next week. And it is just not the life that I want to be living, to be honest. And of course, I tried to talk to friends and family about the thoughts that I was having. But yeah, my experience was that most people, they just told me that I should be grateful to have a stable job with a good salary. And I felt like they didn't really understand me or my goals or my dreams or my values. And I feel like most people see having a 9 to 5 as like the ultimate goal in life. That is like the end destination that will help you live a good life. And I think that is the case with some jobs, if you have like a really good pay or something like that. And I also think maybe this was more true back in the days when my parents were my age. Having a 9 to 5 could actually buy you a house and like help you live a good life. But it just feels like it's not the same any longer. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I don't live. I mean, I've had a 9 to 5 now for a while, and I don't live in a nice house. And there's no way that I'm going to be able to live in a nice house with the money from my 9 to 5. It's just the truth. And yeah, I just feel like we have to wake up and understand that a 9 to 5 is probably not going to give you the life that you dream of. You have to do something different, is what I'm thinking. So yeah, basically I was living the life that society told me that I should be living, and I was not living a life in alignment with my own values and dreams and goals. So I quit, and I really don't have a backup plan right now. All I know is that in the next 12 months, I will try and live my life as a fun and exciting experiment. I will do things that make me happy. I will do things that give me energy instead of draining my energy. I will try to do my best to live a life that is in alignment with my values, my goals, and my dreams. And the things that I really like doing is, for example, being creative and like coming up with good ideas and putting those ideas out into reality. I really enjoy making these videos that like help and inspire other people. And I really enjoy like spreading positivity in the world and like trying to make the world a better place. So I want to do that on this YouTube channel. And then on top of that, I also want to try and build like a profitable business around this YouTube channel. And my goal is for this year to document this whole journey of trying to make a living off from YouTube and then share it with you on this channel. And right now I am not making any meaningful amount of money from this YouTube channel. But I just realized that I'm okay making less money when I do something that I'm actually really excited about and that I actually really enjoy doing. And I heard Alex Hormozi say this very powerful thing that it's better to be a failure than it is to be a coward. And I feel like that applies to my situation really well, because I would rather try and do this YouTube channel full time and fail at that than I would stay stuck in a job that is unhealthy and unsustainable and unfulfilling for me, basically. So I would rather be a failure and try than being a coward and not having the courage to try. Because we all know that the truth is that one day we are all going to die, and life is incredibly short. And I don't want to waste my life working a job that I don't like. And that is also another truth, that most people work jobs they don't like. And I just feel like that is it's just a shame to waste away the majority of your life on work that you don't enjoy doing. I just feel like there has to be a better way to live your life. And I'm going to try and find out if there is another way for me. And I also quickly want to mention that I am able to do this and take this chance because I have spent the last 10 years of my life saving and investing money and trying to become financially independent. And I'm nowhere near financially independent yet, but I have enough money to take a chance like this. And also I'm debt free. I have low expenses. And yeah, I feel like the worst thing that can happen is that if I don't succeed with this, I will go back to having a job in a year or two, and I will still have my savings, and I will still be in a good financial situation. So that is just something that I quickly wanted to mention, that I'm not financially independent yet, but I have saved and invested for 10 years, and that gives me some degree of independence and freedom that I'm going to use at this stage in my life. And I'm very happy and I'm very grateful for that opportunity that I have right now to be able to do that. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I actually just posted a video where I walk you through my whole 10-year journey towards financial independence, and I reveal my all-time high net worth and stuff like that. So if you enjoyed watching this video, you will probably also enjoy watching that video, and that will pop up on the screen right here, right now, for you to click on and watch. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.